Hello, ladies and gentlemen, Conarcher here. Welcome back to Cities Skylines. Today in Daytona, we have just achieved the big city milestone, which means we have ourselves a water treatment plant and a crematorium. Crematorium? What the heck kind of word was that? Crematorium? That's a better way to say that. And we had our new area. We did the new area last time, but this time we need to work on stopping the poo. Good lord, the poo. It has now completely enveloped this cliffside, which honestly isn't the worst because you can't build on the cliffside. But man, it would be nice to get the poo out of here. Not too sure what we're going to do about that, though. Alright, so let's look here. These handle... They handle a 120,000. These handle 160,000. So we'll probably need 3 of these. But we are going to build all 3 of these. Let's go ahead and do it, and we'll do it in the same spot here. 1, 2, and a 3. Now these still do put out some pollution, just not nearly as much. All right, let's connect these guys up. That's a really loud ding that I don't remember happening before, but all right. And then we will destroy these poo outputters. There we go. Hopefully that didn't disrupt anything and everybody's still happy. And these... does it at least... Yeah, it doesn't even show the water being as dirty as it goes into the water. So that is good. Alright, we do need power, so everyone's going to be real upset for a couple seconds here. Real upset. As they all try to flush their toilets and nothing happens. Yeah, I'm sure that'll happen in a second here. Yep, there it is. Oh no, that's a dead person. And apparently it's already been taken care of. So, shut up about your problems. So that will be pretty much the end of the, or at least I hope it is, the end of the Poocopolis. Poocopolis? How could I word that better? I'm trying to combine poo and apocalypse. Poocopolis. Nope, those are just 2 words that can't be combined. Okay, today I would like to do a little bit of grindy work here, trying to deal with the traffic situation heading into Kululis Court, and then up here do a little bit more expansion. So those are the 2 things I think we'll focus on working on. And then I want to have some fun over here in Lancy Heights and continue our rally stages along the mountainside, since we have all of that available to us. That'll be fun. Looking forward to that. But I'm actually really looking forward to trying to find a better solution for this calamity here. So let's see what we can do. Can I move this to, say... it's really redundant there, so maybe let's move it to somewhere that actually needs it. That would be a nice thing to do. Yeah, that's a 2-way street here, I believe. Is it? It's not. Okay, so we don't want to move it there. Let's just tear down a couple little buildings there, but it's going to make everybody happier. And we like happy people. So I think what I want to do is try and separate these 2 out. So I got people trying to get to the industrial area, and I have people trying to get to the residential area. So let's try and make that a different, like, section of road completely. Alright, let's pause everything so that people don't freak out about anything. Okay, that was a weird looking tweet. What was that all about? At Project Lazarus. What happened to you guys? International conglomerate stops funding project of Lazarus. Hashtag living dead. Is that a reference that I don't get? I think that's a reference that I don't get. And to be honest, that's most references. But I get destroying that road. So what I'm attempting to do here... Let's go to freeform. That did not connect to where I wanted. Everything's bad. Okay, there we go. Is to see if we could off-ramp this into there. So now that's the only way in to the city part, and this is the only way into the industrial part. These people are going to be super confused, but that's okay. what I think that will do is let people flow in and out a little bit better. The problem it might create is it makes this the way out of the city rather than this out of the city. So we'll have to keep an eye on that, but hopefully they'll learn to just loop around and go out this way. So let's undo, or let's unpause and see what happens with this. It takes a minute or two for everybody to figure out what's going on. Let me look at the, let's look at like trash and stuff, make sure we didn't disrupt any routes. That looks good. Fire, there's no houses along here, so that's fine. Police is pretty okay. We're actually slightly lacking in police coverage all around, but there's not been any real problems, so I'm not worried about it right now. But how is the traffic situation? It's not better yet because of this disaster that's still unfolding, but I think it will be better. And eventually I think people will stop going down here, so this will open up as well. We'll see. What did you just do, truck? Maybe that's the animation they make when they're like unloading or something like that. That's possible. There's sidewalks on this road, so is it wide enough that we could change that to a 3-lane center turn lane road? Is that a possibility? That would be this one. Upgrade. It's a possibility. It doesn't hurt anything. So let's go ahead and do that. We don't need parking on this road. So let's see what effect that might have on traffic through here. Hopefully it's for the better. At least it makes a turn lane so that people can keep going. I'm trying things. That's all you can do is experiment. Still a lot of traffic getting into town through here, considering... Oops. Well, that's actually not the worst. Is it? That is the worst. I didn't want that at all, actually. Let's go back to this. Yeah, because I don't want people turning to the right there, because it creates a stoplight, and we don't want that. So back down to this you go. Sorry, guys. It's been a confusing day for these people. You know, part of me feels a little bad putting this park right here in the smog zone, but these kids are going to be tough. They're going to be the future leaders of Baytona, because they grow up in the tough area, and they know the struggles. Okay, as of now, it's not the worst. I'm gonna move this over a scotch. As of right now, oh, okay, it can't move? Yeah, I can, right there. And I'm just gonna do that so that I can join these two roads. So this is a one-way, like that style, I think. Pretty sure it is. We'll get rid of that. I should have paused to do this, but I didn't. There we go. That was a different road, but it's fine. It's fine. But that gets rid of one intersection. Now we got all the children getting out of school, huh? Yeah, it's gotta be. Oh, that's a bus stop, isn't it? Yeah, it's a bus stop. People using the buses. Neat. How many people get on this thing? Oh, this is madness. That's okay. Okay. So maybe the buses here is a bad idea. Can we also make this a 3-lane so that the buses can get through? Let's see. Does that ruin anything? No houses would be lost. So let's definitely do that, so that cars can continue to get by. All right, I'm looking at these buses. Can they still let traffic go? They can't. And a fire truck is now stuck. Okay, well, he did good. These guys have learned. You slightly hit that bus, but I'll let you get by with that. There is a slight problem of cars wanting to do U-turns here, because they're servicing these buildings and they need to get back. So I think what I will... yes, I know about the crematorium. Not sure what to do about that, actually. I could make it one way, but then they'll have no services here. Could make an intersection here to get people this way, but then that just creates another problem. Alright, I'm gonna try it. So we'll do a simple one-way from here to here, and we'll see if that helps that issue at all. Or are these people still trying to do U-turns? They might be doing U-turns to try to get to these buildings. That's a possibility. which would mean this is completely pointless. A couple cars are using it. Well, if it's not going to hurt anything, I'll keep it. Traffic is super backed up along here. Oh, yeah. Oh, my God, I have created a monster. I have created a serious monster. Well, I say it's backed up, but it's still moving. It's not completely stopped. That's when bad stuff starts to happen, is when it's completely stopped. For now, I'm going to leave it. I've had enough of dealing with traffic for the day. So we'll pretend that problem doesn't exist. And we're going to continue our expansion up here. And this area needs a name. So let's do a district up here. And we're going to call this Anteater Hill. It's less of a hill and more of a valley. Anteater... Is that right? Valley. There we go. And do we need any special policies up here? Let's do recreational use in this area. Let's see what that has an effect on. Would it be deliciously ironic if I made it recreational use and had a smoking ban? Oh, it looks like my audio's been peaking today, hasn't it? I'm gonna stop the recording here and look at my Audacity settings, make sure it's not freaked out. Alright, I'm back. I'm sorry, the audio for the first half of this recording is probably super weird. Audacity? I am like, my brain today is just going in circles, I think. But Audacity does a weird thing sometimes where it changes my input gain automatically, and I have that setting turned off, but it still does it. But anyway, sorry if there was some clipping in the early part of this episode, but that should be resolved now. And we'll continue working on Anteater Valley. This thing here, this train station, not so great. It's not doing so much, but this area still has a lot of growing to do. So we'll see if the growth changes that. Let's also start to expand upon the Anteater itself down here. Looks like we got some residential areas to fill in. This will be right up against the highway, so I'm gonna maybe hold off on those houses. I'm sure there's highway noise. Alright, and now we'll need some more roads in the Anteater itself. Oh yeah, I wanted to fix this too. Is today gonna be a whole episode of traffic repair? That could be the case. Oh yeah, it's always complaining about this whole thing. Pause again. Alright, I won't make you sit through this one. I'll just do some work and come back to you. Alright, so small changes here. I put this into the one intersection so there's not redundant ones. Back here, I made these 2-lane highways connecting, so let's see what happens here. Are they still going to be fighting over the center lane? My gut tells me yes, but I'm hoping not. Come on, stop stopping for each other. Yeah, just because people are still trying to get to the left lane from here, but I do think it's better. It's not a perfect solution, but it might be better. If nothing else, there's more room for the cars to stack up and not on the highway. But yeah, the problem is definitely that these guys are somewhat trying to get to the right because there's this exit right here. I'm watching it though. We'll see what happens with it. Without a doubt, it's better. Like, they're merging a little bit faster now. I just wish the cars that were going to go left would just stay to the left. Unfortunately, they just don't seem to want to do that. You see, this is the stack up I'm trying to avoid. Stacking up onto the highway. It's still better, but it's not a perfect solution. Alright, can we sneak a road around this house? We can. Nice, there we go. Continue the silly looking roads over here. I like me some silly looking roads. And this will kind of be the body of the Anteater, I guess. There we go. And we'll residential this up. We'll do regular down here. I'm actually going to throw in some high density over here as well. And then how about some commercial in here? I don't think we really want offices over here. So we'll just throw in a little bit more regular residential. Call it good. Hopefully everybody's happy with services down here. Someone recommend a good hearing protection. Noises are driving me crazy. You work in the industrial area. What do you want from me? This is a demand that I cannot help you with. I also think we should probably build one of these guys. And let's do it somewhere close-ish to the highway would be great. Should we do it on the highway? That would be funny. Right as the entrance to the town here. That'll work. They're actually not that expensive. And I think they will help ease the demand on the graveyards, which are probably filling up. And then maybe we'll stick a few in this area as well. Looks like we are struggling for coverage down here. Building burnt down. I'll have to look at the traffic patterns. Traffic itself isn't terrible on that road. People have figured out to go around here for sure. There's an empty stretch right here, so I'm going to place one right there. That will improve happiness in that area. This one-lane road is still pretty backed up. And when I say pretty backed up, I mean pretty awful. But I said I was going to ignore traffic down here for the rest of the time. At least the traffic is off of here. So I'm going to say it was progress. And I'm just going to destroy that building to help myself feel better about it. Oh, I see. I see. This fire station used to service this, and now it doesn't. Alright. Okay, if we do that, then this side of the road has no service. Okay. Alright. They're not expensive. They don't cost much a month. Just put one there. Wow. This area built in quick. I don't even have water to these guys yet. They're excited to move into the Anteater. Still a huge problem with not enough workers over here. I'm worried that these guys are still not making their way over here to come to work. That is a... Is this an intersection? Did they put a light in right here? That's not what we want at all. And this road doesn't need sidewalks. More road fixing on the way. So let's put up this kind of roadway. Reduction in lanes, I think, but I think this will be better. There we go. No more lights. No lights on the highway. Can't believe you guys let me get away with that. And another thing I'm going to do is, I know this is the industrial area, but I'm worried about it not having enough workers at all. So let's continue this road here. Well, if I put residential over here, they're going to need everything. Like, they don't have education over here. Oh, let's see. They would have fire and police and that stuff. But they're not going to have... What am I looking for? Population... Connections. I don't even know what this is. Outside connections that bring in tourists. Okay, do I have any of those? I don't think so. You got trash problems, huh? Oh, well. Oh, okay. I see. I see. But what I was looking for was education. The book. No, there's no education going to be over there. I don't understand. There's so many houses over here. Why these guys would not have workers. Alright, a bold strategy, but I'm going to fill this whole area in with real high density residential and hope that that supplies enough workers for this whole area. That's the goal anyway. So this is going to be a terrible statement, but I guess it almost makes sense, doesn't it? To have the uneducated workers feeding this industrial area. I guess it makes sense. And there is a school over here, so it's not like they couldn't get to a school. We'll hope that that works out. High energy plankton wafer hits the food market. Boy, is it yummy. Hashtag superfood. That sounds disgusting. Trash problems? Why are you having trash problems? There's an incinerator right there. You don't know what you're talking about. Garbage is piled up. What are you guys doing over here? We got 10 of 32 workers or trucks out on work. I don't know. I don't know. Over here they have a red garbage problem. Red garbage problem sounds like it's probably a pretty big problem. I'm gonna move this wind turbine because apparently it is just far too noisy for these people. And let's see, can we put it anywhere over here? That's probably still too close. Where can we put it? Do we even really need it? Probably not. We could probably just put more of the big guys out in the ocean, but I hate to just waste a windmill. Or wind turbine, sorry. Alright, we'll put it over there. And it's within the grid. So we'll see if these people get annoyed with the noise now. Possibly so. It's still pretty close. Oh, you got multiple problems. You got criminal activity, you got garbage. Everything's going wrong for you. Well, that's okay, because I want to start expanding Lancia Heights here. Alright, so somewhere up here we're probably going to need an incinerator. And let's put it over on this side of the road, because it's going to be a while before we expand that way. But this will need water, power, and all that good stuff. This whole area will. There we go, and power. We'll do a little temporary solution to get them power. Gotta remember to tear those down eventually, though. Hopefully that will solve those issues, and then fire coverage will be an issue over here. So right next to the incinerator, I believe we'll put this. And then right next to that, we'll put another little police station. Because of the way our city is designed, I think the little things work better than the big ones. It's a lot of little towns instead of one big, huge city. Like here, the big hospital works, and in other places it works. Are you guys emptying again? Is that what's going on? Building is emptying. 64% full. Stop it. Stop it. Oh, man. Someday I've got to wean off of these freaking landfills. It's just not easy to do. It is not easy to do. I don't really know what the ultimate solution is. 90% full. That one's a real problem. Good thing we put this in. Let's actually, can we like, no, we can't stop the emptying. And if it's off, it won't empty at all. I'm not sure what to do about that one. See, the problem is when they're emptying, the incinerator doesn't just like pick up the slack. What's with the hashtag waterworks? Showering with bottled water is getting a bit expensive. Where are you and what do you want from me? You're driving up here, so it's got to be an issue up here. Ah, right there. I see ya. I sees ya. Trash is an issue up here as well. But you guys literally only have an incinerator. What's the problem? Is it overcapacity? Possibly. Possibly that's the issue. It just can't burn the trash fast enough. So if we stick another one next to it. Aha! Alright, so doubling up the incinerators fixed the problem down here for sure. And garbage reserves. I guess when the garbage reserves gets filled, that means that it's not able to get rid of enough garbage. That's my feeling on the matter. So you probably need a lot of these incinerators to keep up with the demand of a city like this. And we already have this terrible area over here, so I'm going to throw in another one of those. I've been spending all of my money on the trash situation here lately. And I'm barely making any money all of a sudden, so the struggle is real right now. Like, just look at our economy right now. The number one thing I'm spending money on is garbage. What the heck are these people doing? They do nothing but make garbage. That is all I can tell. That's just the only thing they do. Make garbage. Alright, building this city has been too stressful today. I need to do something fun. So let's continue our crazy dirt roads here. Oh, now there's a slope for you. Yikes. Have fun with that one, guys. Oh, we're getting some good ones in here. Oh, yeah. These are some extreme angles. Look at that one. Wind its way down. Now, if I go too crazy with the length on these, We're probably not going to be able to put houses in because they'll just be in constant state of complaining. But that's okay. We'll figure something out for them. All right, let's have a little bit of a long straightaway area there. There we go, and a big winding long turn. I want to have this one end up back up on this highway eventually. Luckily, these are dirt cheap. Dirt cheap. I didn't even mean to do that one. So that's not too much of a problem for us right now. There we go. Eventually that can tie back into the highway. Now that looks like a rally stage. Let's see. It's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 turns. It's super short. Like, I understand it's not a full-on rally stage, but it'd make a good little club rally, I think. So let's continue this one. I want this one to go through the woods. Now there you go. Now that makes a rally stage. If you combine these two, they'll connect on that little road right there. This through the woods is pretty cool. Let's see if I can make this into its own tiny little town. I think that would be a neat idea. So it's going to be expensive, and it's probably going to kill our budget, but we'll see what we can do with it. So let's see. Let's throw in some houses. I'm going to put the houses only where there's not going to be trees knocked down. It's like just right there, just a few. Let's actually take the one out of the middle. Let's do one there, and how about a little one right here? One right there. I'm going to have to bring water all the way down here. And I'm also going to put in a little tiny tree farm down in this section. So just a couple little ones on the roadway here. There we go. And I might need to give them the policies to make sure that that's what they do. That is this one. I have no understanding why you would not have water unless we're running out of water. That's a possibility. That's the last thing I need right now. Alright, Holly Square, I don't think so. We're gonna make this flying not Finland. There we go, because through the woods. And policies, I want it to be the industrial kind. Yeah, let's do that. Alright, there we go. Now it's all connected to the roadways. It all exists. No idea if anybody will ever build out here or anything like that. There's not a huge amount of residential demand at the moment. Even the industrial is not really building in. I'm gonna have to bring power over here, but I'm not gonna do it. Well, I guess well, let's look at it. How can I do it without being disruptive? That's gonna be a challenge. We're also almost out of power. We don't get solar till 17,000, which we're actually creeping up on pretty quickly, aren't we? Still expanding at an alarming rate. Let's see here. Tell you what, power lines are not cheap, but that should give enough of these people power that they will build out. I'll put in a couple more little industrial zones here, just to help the power spread more than anything. That should solve that problem. I think the power's sitting there, it just doesn't have anything to connect to. And let's give this a random crazy park or something over here. Do we have any things in here to build? What is this? Oh, we already have that. Friendly Neighborhood Park. $20,000. Let's not do that over there. We'll do that somewhere cool. We have an expo center we can build that will... Ooh, that's a step for a space elevator. That's an interesting thing. But these are all much too expensive for what we want here. There we go. Now we have a nice little park here for a reason for people to go down this crazy dirt road. Let's see if we can get a cool visual of this. That's pretty cool right there. Now let's go into photo mode for that. Yeah. Thumbnail. Now we wait for somebody to build in over here. It's a guy riding his bike. See, this guy gets it. He gets it, riding his scooter down the roads. It's for fun. We're having fun. Tyler dug up goo. Is he in an ambulance? I don't know. Maybe he was. Probably shouldn't have dug up that goo. Uh-huh. Yeah, these guys are probably too close to the incinerators over here. So I'm going to go ahead and D-zone this whole little bit of road. And to make up for it, we'll put in a little park over here. There we go. Be happy, people. Be happy. You're sick as well? Because of noise? Yeah, I think that's the noise one. Citizens are too sick because of noise pollution in the area. Make sure healthcare is available. There might not be, actually. No, I put a clinic over here. Okay. You're fine. Anybody using this thing yet? One. One lonely guy came into town. That poor guy. Alright, our education has been really, really slipping. We're graduating good. Did I really just screw up the grammar of saying that? That's hilarious. Our graduation rate is good. Obviously, I was not one that should have graduated. But the next milestone, one of the things I need to do is build a university. It's real expensive, $75,000 and $1,900 a week. So it would like kill my budget. So gotta make more money. New study, yeah, something about noise pollution, I think was that. And the next milestone, when we get a bunch of income, we'll try and build a university so we can get some smarter citizens here. Yes, people moved in. Let's look at that. Oh, nice little cabin-looking houses. Those are awesome. They fit perfectly in this area. That's great. I love it. This is what I want. I want to live here, but I already live over there. Who can live here? I feel like somebody that's particularly uncool and real into not wanting to live where other people live and being unhappy all the time would want to live here. So this is going to be the less cubes residence. The middle residence? No. This one here, over next to the angry guy. Who could that be? It's not going to be Jinglestog. He needs to be right in there with the action to keep an eye on everybody. Although he is on a rally stage. That's true. No, it's on a rally stage, and it's like Finland. This is gonna be the how do you spell that? Maestro. I think I spelled that right. Resident. That's a hard word to spell, but I think I got it right. I hope I got it right anyway. All right, so now we have Less Cubes and Maestro living next to each other on a dirt road. I don't see what could go wrong. All right, well, I'm real happy with the progress we made right here. I think this went well. I'm starting to understand traffic patterns quite a bit more here in the game. And I think our expansion went pretty well up here. So we shoved a bunch of uneducated workers into the huge industrial area. And that whole loop is being pretty happy. The Anteater, what did I call this? Plains Valley or something like that is going well. But most importantly, our rally stages are complete. I think they turned out quite nicely. We got some residents. I think this is all coming together quite nicely. It's gonna be some time. Let's look at the milestones real quick just before we end. Let's see if I can click the right thing. So we're big city. Grand City's next. Capital City. I think Capital City is the point where we start to try maybe bringing in a Grand Prix track. That would be the next big milestone for me. Colossal City. And then Metropolis. Those are the ones that we'll see if we ever get there. Just because of the way I'm building this city, it's possible we never will. And that's fine. That's not our end goal. So yeah, that'll do it for this time. Thank you as always for watching. Sorry again for what I think is going to be audio issues in the beginning, but figured it out. And next time we should be hitting this Grand City milestone.